So hello vinyl collectors, vinyl community. Today I want to talk about a probably very controversial, very extreme theme of collecting records. And this is a topic which goes into the extremes of, of the of the possible editions you can buy and you can collect. A few months ago I came around the Electric Recording Company. And on first sight, I couldn't believe my eyes as I saw the prices of the editions. And this is really, really high. They take around 300 British pounds for one release, which is about $400 or 330, 340 euros, which is quite a lot. And so I looked into this company and tried to find out why. And this is the topic of this video. So first thing, they have very low numbers. Usually they print 300 copies of each edition, sometimes 99 or 150, which is not much. But then there's another very important aspect of this company, and this is the production process, the mastering of the records, which I will talk about a little later. Maybe at first we look into some of their editions. And so I start with this fellow. Probably a lot of you know Sonny Rollins' Way Out West. One in mono, this is this one, and in stereo, as you also can read, this one. The editions come always with an obi, like this. With a special card where you see the edition number, the mastering engineer, the release year, the catalog number, the artist, and some other information. But the thing that catched my eye the most, next to the price and the very limited numbers of copies, was the production process. And they did something very special. They bought a very old complete valve mastering technology from Audiophile. They put a lot of money and effort and years into putting the system back up. Even I think the main corpus of the machine comes from Namibia, and it took them years to reconstruct the machine, and now it's the only example in the world which they use to master their editions. They take the original master tape and puts it through this completely tube-based valve, as the British says, valve-based production process from start to finish. And this gives a very unique sound to their editions. Of course, you can always ask, is a new edition really worth that amount of money? But if you see the last two announcements they did, it was Lav and Shostakovich from Andrei Previn. They were gone in 20 minutes. They put it on, you get an email, you buy it, or it's gone. If you look at Discogs, the prices you have to pay now for the editions are even higher. They go around 500, 600, up to 2,000 euros for an edition, which of course is very questionable. But that's the way it goes nowadays for very rare, for very unique editions. The guy who founded the company, comes from the music scene. He has an electronic label and became in a classic collection from his father, and so he got into classic and didn't find the editions he wanted to have, and not in the quality. He couldn't find them the quality which he likes to have them. Then he came up with this idea, and as it looks now, it was business-wise at least a very, very good idea, because they bring out a new edition every month now, and that's quite a lot. They really are on fire with their release at the moment, and we'll see what comes and how long they stays and how long it runs this way. Maybe we talk about some of the editions and the things I've learned so far. For example, maybe we really start with the two Sonny Rollins editions. Oop, so, and what's to say about it? Maybe we start with the mono version. The mono version of Way Out West is strange. It's very soft. It's almost like it was created for the Asian markets, with no sharp ends, very easy, very soft, very beautiful. It's almost too beautiful for my ears. I really like the direct sound. I like when it sounds alive, like someone with a saxophone is standing in your room and he plays. And you don't get that with the mono version, but the sound is very beautiful. The stereo version, on the other hand, it's quite the opposite. It's very direct, very upfront, direct to the face. Very fantastic release. So, and if you say 300 pounds or $400, that's a lot. Of course, it is a lot, but if you look at the prices for the original pressing, they are out of reach. They are around 3,000 euros if you want to have a clean one. And even the analog productions, the 45, is around 380, 400 euros on Discogs. So it's not a cheap one to get in a decent quality. So think about it. Then we have Elmo Hope Sextet. Maybe I had it out of the plastic sleeve. You can see they also put much effort in the recreation of the cover. They also print it with old machines so that they come as near as possible to the original. Very, very beautiful. Very all by hand, and they really put their brain and their craftsmanship into these releases. Also, this is also from the Elmo Hope. They recreate the inner sleeves from the original, so that you get as near as possible to the original. Another edition is this one. One of the best jazz records ever. The Thelonious Monk Brilliant Corners. And this pressing is marvelous. They really found their way around this one. It's just great. Another beauty, Kenny Dorham, Quiet Kenny. The original is probably around 3,000 euros. Then one of my favorites from Electric Recording Company, John Lee Hooker. Brilliant record. And then I put out two examples of their classic releases. In the beginning, beginning is they are out there for 8 years now. I was surprised how long they do it. In the beginning they all only did classical records. Then they started, I think, with Coltrane. John Coltrane was their first jazz release. Now they have out some Bill Evans, Coltrane. So they are much into jazz now. And next month comes the first rock and pop edition. It's the record from Love, which we will see when I get it, and will be quite interesting if you pull up the Mofi edition of this record and compare it to the Electric Recording Company. But the Electric Record Company version will be in mono. So let's see and let's hear what this will be about. And the last one I show for today from the Electric Recording Company is another classic one. It's this edition. Herbert Downs and Jacqueline Dupré. Beautiful record. Very, very nice. So, as I said, this is of course a very controversial topic. Can a new edition be so expensive? So, is it all right to take so much money for it? But you know, the market says yes. The editions are all sold out. As I said, the last 2 editions were announcement, could pre-order them, were gone within 15 to 20 minutes. It's really insane. So the market says yes, but I can understand people who says this is insane. Don't do that. It's not worth it. On the other hand, you can say, but look at Discogs. They go there for even much more money. So what to say? Maybe I'm very interested in your comments about this topic. I will show more of those releases from the Electric Recording Company, and maybe we go through the process of showing and hearing, and we'll see what the market says in a year or in 2 years. Interesting theme. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you for listening, and I hope to see you again. Bye.